Yes, Morpheus. Hello, gamers. Alright, I actually spent time recording this video for 20 minutes and found out that for some reason my video recording software stopped, so here I am doing it again. And I want to go back to the main menu and go to the title screen. Okay? Escape out. This video is going to discuss a very fantastical game called Dragon's Dogma. Watch the background here on the flyby with the camera through the 3D constructed world. Look at the dragon there in the bottom right corner. Anyways, Dragon's Dogma is a RPG fantasy style that's open world, which you don't see too much anymore. You don't see a fully open world. Maybe not fully, but you don't see one that isn't using like that Diablo style isometric, what I like to call a three-quarter camera view, which I hate, by the way. I have a hardest time playing those games. I saw this one on Steam. It was on sale, 70% off, for $7.99, and I said, you know what? I said, this looks like something I would like. I love fantasy games. The video I watched, you could see there was a lot of kind of a dark feeling to the game. Areas of the game were very dark, and you had a lantern you'd use to be able to light your way. And of course, who doesn't like dragons? So here I am. I did a little bit of research on the game. I found out that a lot of people actually really like this game. The game came out in 2012, I believe, originally on the console, and this is the PC port, which is pretty much universally accepted as the best version of the game. But however, because it's a PC port, the controls were originally meant for, PC port. The controls were originally meant for a console, so the controls are kind of wonky, and the UI is really bad. So, main menu, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a new game. And I've only played about an hour of this game, so you have to bear with me. But this is the bad thing about this game, is that when you can only do one game at a time. You know, I hate games that do that. You can't like save. Like in Skyrim, I could have all kinds of games. You know, I could just keep saving them as custom save games. You know, you can't do that here. So, well, at least not once you create a new one. Maybe if I save, it'll let me create custom saves. I'm not sure. You can do a load. Let's escape back, right? There is a load game, but if I load game, I don't think it gives you an option of what game to load. It just loads the one game I think you've been playing. So, let's go back to... Now, there is a hard mode. I'm not sure what that is. We'll have to come back around to that later. But look at the UI. See the X and O down here, which does nothing, by the way, because it's kind of grayed out, you know? That's coming right from console. Confirm is the enter key, so you see that arrow, but it's enter. Escape, cancel. We're going to create a new game, yes. Proceed, erase all game data. Again, select your desired game difficulty. Why not just show buttons and click what you want? Instead, they want me to click this. Then I've got to actually pick between normal and easy. I'm going to pick normal, hit enter key. And good luck, you won't be able to read this. Don't bother trying, because it'll disappear too fast. It's gone. I've tried to read through that really quick, and I can never get through it before it disappears. In another place, in another life, another child of man blazes your path. Okay, so this is the beginning intro part you have to go through on any new game.
Have you a light source?
So hit the I key to go to inventory. Now you can see the interface is pretty clunky. Down at the left, it's just like a category with the arrow keys, but these arrow keys just look like, you know, there's no. It's pretty. I mean, you only know they're arrow keys because of the shape of them, the organization of them. So if I down arrow and up arrow, it's moving through the different types of things that could be in my inventory. I have no idea what this INS means. So if I go to the lantern here, you can select it, and it tells you what it is. There is an O here, it's a switch explanation, which is kind of odd. You don't see this in the game very often. A small light source that burns liquid fuel, which must be replenished. But if I hit O, then it says a combinable material. What that means is the lantern has a weight of 0.6, and apparently you can keep adding oil to it. So I guess that's why it has this additional explanation. But now if you look down at the bottom left, it says select with the arrow keys. Then it says create a hotkey for curatives or the lamp by selecting the item and assigning the desired key, 1 through 5. They should have used a better font, but whatever. 1 through 5. Now I've already done that. You see in the top right of the lantern it says 5. Now if I go down, if I click back over in the main section, again the UI is wonky, and I go up to curatives, you can see I have these different items that heal me. A common herb used in preparing tisanes. Consume it to recover a bit of health. Here, consume this. These are different things that can give me health. And then number 4 here, this one here, stamina and health, I think. A bit of health and stamina. Now, so I've keybound these to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it looks like this is all you have. Like, if I click this one here and click, like, let's say the U key, it doesn't do anything. Now, if I hit the 1 key, then it's 1. If I go back up here, click the 1 key, it's 1. So you can only keybind 1 through 5, apparently, on items out of your inventory. So that's a little bit of disconcerting that that's all you can do. Let's go ahead and hit the Enter key. Now, I'm not gonna use these items, so I'm just gonna say discard. Oh no, we don't want to discard. I'm just gonna say escape, and escape, escape. Okay, so we've set up our keybinds for stuff in our inventory. I didn't want to use the lantern because the lantern doesn't have a finite amount of oil, and this guy has a lantern, and he's gonna follow me around, so I can see just by following him. X key withdraws my weapon, pulls out my weapon. Right mouse click, heavy attack. Left mouse click.
The dragon's roost is just beyond.
Left attack.
We should hurry.
Now, what is this? I'm going to pick up this green wash because it's something I can heal. F key will pick stuff up, right? So, see how I picked this guy up? Actually, I picked up my party member. How interesting is that? Now, I'm going to hit the F key to set him back down, but I could actually pick up my party member and throw him. That's a bit odd. So, now, holding down shift for me switches to my other attacks, which is the skyward lash. Here, I'm just hitting the shift key up and down. See, primary skills. So you have to hold that down, then hit right click, and it does a skyward lash. Left click, blink strike. And if I do control key, symbol attack, and shield strike, and if I just hit control, I block. Now shield summons. Oh, that's interesting. And ooh. So even like, oh shit, so even like, so I may, you know what? I may want to change the T key to a different keybind, probably the R key, because T's a little far, since I have this additional interaction, which I was unaware of until just now. So let's show how those keys work for the attacks. That's basically all the attacks you have.
It shows itself.
I'm gonna sheath my weapon.
It's beyond imagining.
Here's the dragon.
Edge, master.
Come, arisen.
Now we're just gonna run past this guy.
This way.
Pull our weapon out and.
A fall here means certain death. Goblins!
Forging my fire, the next link in the endless chain.
Did it!
Interesting.
Follow me, Arisen. A gateway to the rift.
Now, the Evoking Stone allows you to get new allies that are called pawns. I'm going to pause the game here just to explain that. Pawns are people that join your party. They help you. They're not real people. It's explained in another video I was watching. They're like, I guess they're kind of like NPCs that can join your party, but there's more to them than that. This game can be played in online mode or not online mode. If you're in online mode, you can actually, I believe, have access to pawns that other people have leveled up or done stuff with them. Also, if you're in the online mode, other people can actually watch, like, you go through certain content of the game. So that's, worth noting. So I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna hit the T key. Now, I've rebound T to be my interaction first. I think normally it's R. I'm gonna change it back because of that attack ability they just stumbled onto. So these two people, Morgana and this other girl.
Our kind is ever ready to fight by the grace of your guidance.
I'm going to pause it again. One thing is, too, in the settings, is there's pawn chat on. Now, they will talk. They're very chatty. They will talk your head off. But if you're new to the game, I recommend keeping it on because they will give you hints in some of the big fights with bigger monsters that kind of help you understand the battle. And so I think it's very useful to new players to leave the pawn chat on. Once you get used to combat and big battles with bigger bosses and stuff like that, you can turn it off. But it is very annoying.
Dragon for certain.
Okay. Now we're gonna. Now you can see this game is 2012, I believe, but the graphics aren't that bad. I find it pretty interesting. I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, let's go back. Okay.
Here's another path, master.
Oh, maybe that was the right way. I'm sorry.
Is our valor pit against the world's evil?
Insolence! We'll rout them in a single charge.
I'll take care of the weak.
Take my fire! You cannot suffer the world to work any further atrocities. They grow frenzied.
I kind of like that one, the Shift T. I just kind of jump back and then jump forward attack. Watch the Shift T. Jump back, jump forward.
I feel it close by, Arisen. Stay ever ready.
Oh, but see now.
Don't overdo it.
See how she said, please don't
no other
over...
survivor?
Did you see that? The pawn said, please don't overdo it. If you notice, I was moving very slowly. When you burn through all your stamina, that's what happens. You start to walk really slow. The reason my sword is glowing is because Morgana has put an enchantment on it. That's another thing worth noticing. They'll do like these fiery enchants. Notice the feet here, the hooves. So that is not a dragon. That is something else. Okay.
Goblin!
More goblins in here. I'm going to do the
I
shift T.
sense another presence. A mighty beast.
Take my fire!
Not the worm. A survivor.
Okay. We're going to talk to the survivor.
Arisen, you've come. We
We
thought
thought.
to inundate the worm with sheer numbers, a sea of blades. 'Twas our sea runs dry, and the Duke's army is lost in the gambit. Arisen, I beg you, sir, if this be of use.
Okay, so he gives me
Strength in
something.
numbers, Arisen. Come, master.
Okay. The other thing is, like I said, you can pick stuff up. So check this out. I'm going to see if I can...
More bodies. The worm must be made to
A
settle.
flying
Oh, I wasn't able to. There's some harpies gonna... They're kind of like harpies. Now you have a high attack, so...
Strike it when it alights.
Their screams
So
chill
sh-
the
Now,
blood
bring
to ice.
fire!
It's within striking range.
Now watch this. I'm going to pick it up. I'm in the wrong key. Pick it up. And throw it. So when you pick
Monsters
stuff
have
up...
made a shambles of this place.
Like here, F is pick up. I just picked up my party member, so I don't really want to throw her, but you could if you wanted to. So let's pick
Tis far stronger than a
This
common
way.
this
goblin.
box, and I can throw it. So that's another nice feature. Also, I
Let's
believe...
make use of these explosives. We'll rout them in a single charge.
Take my fire!
Oh, he just nailed me.
I'll strike the fallen!
I grant you fire's
The
blaze!
hobgoblin falls.
Ah, control keys block. Watch. Block. Shift T will do that kind of back and forth for me.
We'll rout them in a single charge.
Did it!
Snow harpy! I'll set its wings ablaze.
Don't let them drag you off. We cannot suffer
I'm
them.
doing a high attack there to get her out down to the ground. Kill her. And there's another one here.
Now, my fire is yours!
Now, bring fire!
'Tis within range of our steel. Snow harpy.
Now, I don't know what to do with this thing. It says open. Okay.
It hates fire!
I'm going to
Take
take
my
that.
fire!
Slay them before they can use their voice.
Don't let them drag you off!
Trying to do the high attack to hit
I
him
grant
out of
you
the air here, but I'm
fire's
missing. There, got him.
Fire!
I'm going to try to get this guy out of the air. Oh, too late. Some more people coming to help.
Survivors, let's join them.
It's within striking range.
I'll strike with fire afore it recovers. Strike it when it alights.
My fire is yours!
So you can see they get a little bit annoying, all the chatter from
Slay
the
them before they can
pawns.
use their voice!
Alright.
I'll hold it. Attack quickly.
Oh, I'm trying to attack.
Cannot suffer the worm to work any further atrocities.
Okay, now we're going to head on.
Arisen! This way, sir!
And we're-
The worm awaits beyond, sir. I should be proud to guide you.
I'm going to open this up.
We'd hidden away here, for fear of the beasts all around.
Okay, now I'm going to go to...
Arisen!
I want to see what that liquid stuff is. Liquid Vim, a medicine that wholly prevents one's stamina from draining for a period of time. So that's probably something we could put on, like, let's say, 3.
This way, sir! Our
Cannot
army
suffer the
is
worm
not
to work any further
It is
atrocities.
plain truth.
Stay ever ready as we
Beyond
advance.
that grand door, the dragon makes its
I'll
roost.
go at once.
Take the offensive!
Okay, beyond this grand door, so heading that way. Now we've got the crazy chimera, whatever it is, weird monster we got to kill. This is the kind of like a boss fight. And this poor guy just bit the farm.
Chimera!
He's calling it a chimera. Now that head shit's poison.
No,
which is
they
not
hold the
nice.
advantage.
Kill We're gonna try to run over here.
Poison!
See if we can get around behind him.
We need but sever the tail.
Awaken!
Oh, he
I'll
just
get the
nailed me.
minions out of the way. Would be far
He
simpler
put me to
with one
sleep.
head
Look at that,
fewer.
I'm asleep.
Don't worry, I am here.
Oh.
Recovery coming up.
And then I
I'll go at
I
once.
told her to help me, and she did. She, and a heavy attack, the tail.
Leave it to me.
Defeating the goat's head makes the Chimera wild.
Damn.
Take my fire!
I'm gonna try to climb on top.
No, they hold the advantage!
With the space bar to jump off. Okay, so you can get on with the F key, and then you can jump off with space.
Anytime.
Jump off. Okay,
I heal your wounds.
thank you. I gotta get this.
How weary.
I'm asleep
Awaken.
again.
No, they hold the advantage.
Telling her to help me. Help me.
Recovery coming up. Don't worry, I am here.
I cannot obey right now.
I grant you fire's blaze!
As you can see, these battles are pretty tough.
You shall not cast! Poison!
Sure for the
Goat is
poison.
weak to physical attacks.
Don't get in the poison. Don't get in the poison.
Take care, you aren't soaked in water.
Leave it to me.
Get away from there.
Would be far simpler with one head fewer.
I'm trying to kill the tail. Chop it off. Ooh, that tail just nailed me. Okay.
Insolence! I'll seal its magic!
See if we can get in the healing.
No, they hold the advantage!
But the green area there is what Morgana throws down to heal me. I'm gonna try to climb on. Ah, jump off. I got put to sleep again? No. Okay, I'm gonna take a healing potion here.
Leave it to me.
Slaying the goat will seal the beast's magic.
Go ahead and take one of my healing potions.
I heal your wounds. No, they hold the
Shift T.
advantage! Anytime.
You can see I have to get on and then space to jump off, trying to get separation.
We need but sever the
Snake is
tail.
done.
Magic will still the lion's head!
Get in here to heal me a little bit, hopefully.
I'll take care of the weak.
I'll seal its
We've the
magic!
advantage. Keep attacking.
Strike with all you have.
Now, focus your attack.
It reels! Now attack!
It's falling. Strike.
We've the advantage! Keep attacking!
There's this roar that knocks you back.
Attack the goat's head.
The lion fears magic! No, they hold the advantage!
You see I'm trying to get up there. There. Get that goat's head. Come on.
The goat is silenced.
Now
Nice.
attack.
Fire, then thy kiss!
It's fallen. Strike.
I grant you fire's blaze!
Attack while I hold it.
Damn. Knock
Hit
me
the
out
lion
again.
with magic while it stops.
Draw near
I
fire.
cannot move.
I'll hold it. Continue the attack.
Oh,
It
hey.
ends!
I was clumsy.
Attack while I hold it.
Fire, then thy kiss! No, they hold the advantage!
Take care, you aren't soaked in water.
I cannot move!
'Tis a troubling foe.
It's tough. I mean, it's
hold
only,
it.
it's only the second time I
Continue
fought
the
this
attack.
battle, and it's tough to. They're pretty tough.
Mount the beast and hobble.
I'll heal
I actually blocked that back kick last time. My shield.
Arisen, I am at your side.
I'll finish this!
The lion fears magic!
Jumping off.
Fire! Let
Blocking
my kiss.
shield.
I'll hold it! Continue the attack!
Hit the lion with magic while it's stopped.
It is a troubling foe.
Attack while I hold it! Rain steel upon it!
There we go. So
Fire! Lend thy kiss!
pretty simple because of all your people in your party, but man, trying to fight him by yourself would have been very, very difficult. So that's kind of how the combat works with your
Now
pawns.
choose, flee, or step forth. Take hold of what lies beyond. Claim mastery over the eternal ring.
So now that you've gone through this opening series of events and you've learned how to play with the pawns in your party and how to do combat and take on a bigger monster, now what it does, it says it allows you, it has countless lifetimes come to pass. Now it allows you to create your character. So it's kind of a weird. We've seen this in games before, but it's not described very well. The story isn't very cohesive. It's kind of weird. Well, then we've got this. Which I don't know if that's Latin or French. I think that's French. Yeah. Le plaisir délicieux en toujours du vin. I don't know. I don't read French. I'm sorry. Then you go through this really weird video with no audio where all these harpies attack some sleeping dragon. So this is bizarre to me because there's no audio. So but I do think I want to change my keybind for I don't know if I want to change my keybind from T to be R. I'm probably not. I'll probably just leave it the way it is. I'm kind of used to it right now, but we'll see. But I'm having to do Shift T to do that kind of lunging forward attack where I lunge backwards and lunge forward and a swing. Control key does block with my shield. I was able to block that guy's hooves last time I did the fight, but this time I was just trying to get closer. The climbing on the enemy I haven't figured out what yet. You hit F key to climb on him, but I didn't know if I have to keep holding F to like climb further up his body, or if I just have F once and he starts climbing and I climb further up his body just by holding forward. So I haven't quite figured that out yet. I think you have to just keep hold down the F button, the climb button. So, but we'll see. But that's that weird video where apparently these harpies woke up the dragon, I guess. Stock up with consumable items while, you know. And so here's the extra character creation screen. So I'm going to stop the video here and I'll go through creating the character. I'll come back and maybe record a video after the fact. But it gives you an idea of what the game's like. The combat's really interesting. There aren't too many games that have combat quite like this, you know, where you're climbing onto monsters. I know other games do some monster hunting and stuff, but it's actually pretty cool for a game that came out in 2012 to have this style of combat. I think originally they wanted this to be a Skyrim killer, but it didn't turn out that way. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. So I will stop the video here, and I'll come back and see you guys in a bit.